Hey guys, this is John. I'm here at the 2015 London Chess Classic. Yeah, that's right. And right now I have the pleasure of interviewing Grandmaster Eric Hansen of Canada, also known as chessbrah. You may know him from his Twitch.tv stream, also his YouTube channel. How's it going, Eric?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Awesome. So tell us what just happened today. You just got done playing?
Just got done playing the rapid portion of the London Chess Classic, and it went pretty well. So I'm done chess for a while now. I feel good. Gained some rating and going to study a bit.
Awesome. So how did you do in the super rapid play?
Super rapid play, 8 out of 10. I don't know where that'll put me, but last year it put me in the top 10, top 5. This year, hopefully the same.
Mm-hmm.
And so that'll be a prize. Similar type of standing in the classic part, the regular time control. I finished with 7 out of 9, and that was also shared second to fifth. So very similar performances in both, and I also lost the critical game for first place in both tournaments. So good and bad, but still a good performance.
Yeah, and maybe since we just got done with the super rapid play, I'll ask you about that. So you played Luke McShane in a critical round, right?
Yeah.
Have you played him before?
I've played him before. We played the same opening, and I lost his white. The Berlin, it's just I hate this opening. It's so good for black, which is why it's so hard to make an advantage.
So have you been paying close attention to the actual London Classic games, all the Berlins going on?
I actually have not paid any attention because my games have been going on at the same time. I wish I could be tourist and playing, but my games, I was pretty focused on the games, so I have to catch up when I'm back.
Yeah, you're like me. I didn't even walk into the main auditorium until today.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, and it must be a good feeling. I mean, you've been on the top boards pretty much for both of these events, and like you're putting yourself in position to win tournaments, right? I assume that's your goal.
Yeah, no, I've been putting myself in position to win tournaments. Okay, to be fair, I haven't been able to work much on chess the past year, so the results were a little bit unexpected this fall, especially because that's when I've been pushing the channel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to be like a contender, and now I just need to tweak out a few things. Hopefully, start closing these the stretch of the tournament.
Right. So in the FIDE Open, since that was kind of the more serious of the two events, you had a real quick start, and also were right in there. I played next to you in a game where you won a beautiful. I don't know if beautiful's right. Where it was a pretty forceful attacking game on the white side of the French against an FM who was having a good tournament. And then I believe the next round was the critical round against Bach, was it? Played Bach in round number 7.
Yes.
Tell us about that game.
The game against Bach was a pretty bad game. I was playing the openings every game. I wasn't really preparing this tournament, like specific preparation for I was just playing new things, trying to enjoy the game. Actually, that's kind of what I'd attribute to my good result here. I was just trying new positions out. And against Bach, I played the black side of the Catalan. Not really a fun opening to be on the black side of, but he surprised me by playing d4. For one of the first few, like he rarely ever plays d4. He's a good friend of mine. But so I played a new opening. I blundered in the opening, got a very bad position, and spent the rest of the game climbing out of it to get into a drawn end game. And then right when I had the sequence to almost force a draw, I blundered just badly and lost with 40 minutes compared to his 20 seconds.
Wow.
So
I saw that position you posted on Twitter. It was like rook and 4 versus rook and 3 pawns.
With it past d pawn. Yeah.
Do you think it was just a overconfidence or overlooked something in your calculations?
I blundered a few times that game. I think that was that one game this tournament where my brain was I was making some mistakes. I wasn't so sharp because I spent a lot of time on that move to blunder. So I noticed a trend in my chess this year against a lot of people. In strong GMs when I'm close to the drawing sequence, I'm about to liquidate the material into a position that I clearly evaluate as a drawn endgame. Mm-hmm. When I feel like it's very close to draw, I often misplay. I get too excited and I don't work out everything and I make slip up. So I get a little bit excited when I make overly forceful moves and a lot of simple positions. So I'm still working on that. I had that a few times this year so far. Just I needed to be a little more accurate, and I can call it a day. But I'm calling it a little bit too early mentally. Okay. My intuition starts telling me that it's close to a draw.
Yeah, because I was watching your games and following you throughout the tournament. It seemed like your preparation was pretty good, and it also seemed like your time management is always good. Like you never really have serious problems with the clock. So
that was one of my cleanest tournaments I've played in the last since being a professional, actually. So I'm pretty happy in that sense. Like my only bad position of the tournament was against Bach, and then I came out of it. So it was I don't know, some fortunate. I really didn't have any expectations coming into it. But when I'm in good form, I can often just play pretty clean chess, but I haven't been able to do that.
What's the dynamic like when you're playing a friend of yours like Bach? Not to key in on that one game, but that was basically the tournament. I mean,
it's weird. I play very badly against him, and we've played a couple of times now, and the games are often far below my level, and I'm trying to figure out. So the dynamic is, I hate playing people I know, actually, to be honest.
Like when you play Robin Van Kampen and Aman?
We get paired. It's I really don't like it, and I do play worse. So
it's cool that you guys actually play the game, though. You know, you don't just agree. I thought maybe you and Bach paired. You're both having good tournaments. You're buddies. You might make a quick draw, but
I actually prepared a very sharp opening against d4, probably the knight off. So I was ready to fight, but we played d4, so we were both ready to fight. But I personally don't like it. So I like playing in tournaments where I don't know too many people. Otherwise, I train with a few of these guys, Robin and Aman, and it's a little uncomfortable sometimes. Okay, sometimes you have to, but I prefer to avoid it, but if it happens,
Fact of tournament life, right?
Fact of tournament life.
So what are your plans going forward with chess? Do you have more tournaments lined up?
No, I'm going to probably take the longest break in the last 3-4 years since I was in Dallas. I didn't play for half a year. I think I'm going to take even up to half a year off. Focus a bit on the stream, focus on my chess. I got a lot of material. See, I normally analyze my games deeply after I play tournaments and update the weekend chess. I haven't been doing that this past year. This is the first year where my mind hasn't fully been dialed in for, let's say, being a proper professional. I play games, I repeat openings that I'm supposed to check and I haven't, and I have like a year and a half worth of tournament games that I need to properly go over. So I'm going to take some time, go over my games, fix up some openings.
Oh, that's super interesting because, just looking at your results and the way you've been playing, like I would think that you would want to keep it going. I mean, you showed good form here. You almost won your last tournament. It was basically within your grasp. But you think it's beneficial to take some time off and reflect?
Well, my schedule's a bit busy because I have some commitments like beforehand. Otherwise, I'd play maybe something like Gibraltar, Iceland. Okay, like I'm keeping this flexible. Right now, I have no plans on the agenda, but I'm a very spontaneous person, so definitely I could jump into a US tournament or something. It could happen. We'll see how I feel. But
don't want to disappoint the chessbrah fans.
I haven't been streaming for almost 2 months consistently, and momentum is very important for something like that. I don't want to be away too long. Okay, if I really felt like I'm playing good here, and I can continually play well in these type of tournaments, but I need to improve my results against 2700s, 2600s, and against those guys. My games here are not quite indicative of how I do against them because my openings, I got very good openings here, just based off my general knowledge, but that won't cut it against world-class Grandmasters. So.
Yeah, that leads perfectly into another question I had. So, I look at someone.
I can play opens and do well, but I'm trying to. I want to make some long-term improvements that I'm procrastinating.
Because safe to say, I mean, you're close to a 2600 FIDE player. So where does that, in your opinion, put you on the chess hierarchy? Like, what sort of strides do you have to make to take it to the next level, and where will your professional chess life be impacted by getting to a certain rating, in your opinion?
The chess hierarchy, how I consider myself, I'm a decent Grandmaster, a good Grandmaster, but there's a very big gap between the top elite players, let's say 2700 players, and myself. I just see they work better, they're better technically in every single area. And then the area between 2600 to 2700, there's so many good players there. I'm pretty close to those guys. I have very decent results against those guys, but it's just a sharp take there, and the main thing is you can't let up. Can't take it easy, and I've had periods where I've taken it easy, but the guys are always pretty much booked up to date.
Right.
And fighting for every rating point. So I'm a bit inconsistent to get to that. I mean, okay, not 2600, but let's say 2650 and higher. I'm definitely too consistent as it is in my work ethic and in my motivation levels. So I need to work on myself just in general. Maybe some things outside of chess and just also in chess. But I'm definitely very consistent with my motivation. And that's not something you can get away with too easily.
And I imagine playing opens, especially like opens like this, to try to gain rating points, is really difficult. Like I looked at a guy like Yevgeny Postny this tournament. He had like 7.5 out of 9. I think
we tied. Yeah, we tied for second. Yeah.
Right. You guys both had excellent events, and I think he was the number 1 seed. So even on paper, he had a great event, but he didn't gain any rating points hardly.
No, I try to play open tournaments that are interesting for me because my mindset right now is I'm focusing on improving rather than, let's say, making money or being a professional in a financial sense. So I'm picking open tournaments that are interesting to me or have strong players. Otherwise, if I'm having to play open events trying to make a living like that, it's just very stressful rating-wise, health-wise, and it's hard to break even.
And since you're from Canada, I think a lot of viewers would be interested in knowing, in your opinion, is it possible to make a living as a professional player in North America, or do you pretty much have to like split time between North America and Europe to do it?
I think you pretty much have to split time, and in my plans next year, I lived in Europe last year, I moved back 2015. I could definitely see myself splitting time once again, 6 months in Europe, 6 months in North America, because you can't really be a full-time player. You can't be a full-time player in North America. There's not the circuit for it. So
right.
I'm a teacher. I do a bunch of things. But if I want to be a player, I've got to spend a lot more time in Europe.
Right. And you said you're going to take some time off to work on the channel. So tell us about the chessbrahs. So you are the original chessbrah.
Yes. Yeah, I made the account a few years ago. I streamed a little bit back then. Got motivation back in Canada because I don't play any tournaments there. I had some free time and was bored of tournament chess. So I pushed it a lot this year. It's pretty much a lot of my chess friends. We're kind of similar. We hang out at tournaments. We like to go out. We like to play blitz. We like bullet. It's pretty much. Braw just means bro. It's just.
Yeah, that was the other question. What is a chessbrah?
Pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much anyone. Anyone can be one, but it's just a bunch of guys having fun playing chess and getting some sort of like camaraderie through that or something. But it's trying to add more of a social aspect to chess and having fun with it, because I lacked that a bit growing up, and that probably hurt my motivation when I was younger. I got into chess when I was older, in high school and stuff, but I didn't have friends to hang out with. I was always the youngest chess player in my chess club, so it's just pretty much a movement or a community where pretty much anything goes. With the interest is chess, getting better at chess, but we talk about everything, and it just gives a more community feel. That's pretty much what I want to provide. And myself, my own things, I'm pretty hyper, put on my own flavor and things like that, but the whole point is it's uncensored and it's flexible, so pretty much anybody can be one.
You guys are primarily streaming on Twitch, and you also have a YouTube channel, which of course I'll link in the description down there. The one thing I was going to say I really like about your channel is, like 1 minute it can be very instructive. Like you might be reviewing, like I saw Aman reviewed some recent games from the tournament where he almost made a Grandmaster norm. The next you could be playing a match against like Nakamura.
Yeah.
You could also just be talking about your life, basically, what's going on in Eric Hansen's life.
Yeah, no, that is pretty much it. Depends on the mood. It's just girls, dance music, chess, sports. It can be whatever, but it is like a chill out zone. You get home from work, people put it on their second screen while they're working, and as long as people enjoy it, I'm happy to do it. I just feel like internet's the Twitch especially and all these online platforms really opens up some doors to get. Okay, the main goal is to actually get more people into chess. But yeah, just to get more people having fun with it and keeping it as a social activity. not just something that you have to get really good at, or otherwise you want to quit. I think it's a good social game.
And not something that you have to take super seriously 100% of the time, right? Because I think you've been on record saying that you wish chess would follow more of like the esports model where there's more engagement with viewers, more of like kind of pushing the entertainment and the rivalry aspects of the game versus, just showing a game and talking about it in very sober terms, let's say.
Yeah. I mean, that's. I want to see it get more popular, and I have a few ideas about that, and I'm trying to test those out in the channel. And hopefully that might pick up in some other areas. But I want to see chess get more popular, especially in North America. I mean, it's pretty undervalued. I find underappreciated. Like, I get friends from school back in elementary school. They never played chess, but now they checked out the stream, and they're like, I didn't know chess could be so cool. I just want people to give it a second thought instead of just thinking of the automatic stereotype or thinking that it's too elitist to play, or it's the learning curve is too hard. I mean, the thing about the channel is like, I'm a good player, but the average rating of the guys watching, a lot of the guys are new, or like, let's say 1,000 rated. We have probably the biggest percentage of people like that, and that's what I like to see, the grassroots level grow. Because often it can be a little intimidating to join a club and everybody knows each other and stuff like that. So this channel, no, you just come in, you get your first glimpse into chess, and then maybe try a tournament. And that happened here in London. Met a few chessbrahs. They played their first rated tournament here. So
right.
That was good to see. They got into online chess, which is the easiest way to get practice, and then they weren't discouraged by their experience, and now they're dabbling into tournaments. So I'm really happy just whenever I see something like that. If I can contribute in any way, then that means something to me.
Yeah, I mean, I had several people come up to me at this tournament too, saying that they watch my videos, and they're not necessarily here playing the tournaments, but they've come to watch and they like chess culture and they're trying to get involved. And I think a stream like yours, channel like yours is awesome for introducing people to that aspect and maybe not making it seem so intimidating at first. So
I mean, online content, I think what's happening is very good. More and more people are doing stuff online, and it feeds into each other. And as I always tell people, if they want educational stuff, I mean, you're doing a very, very, very good job of that, and it's just easier than ever for somebody to improve.
I think you've even said that you referred one of your Tinder dates to your chessbrah stream. Is that right?
Yes.
So there you go. If one of Eric's Tinder matches can be turned on to chess via his stream, anyone can.
Yes, that is a true story. I think Amon has also tried that. So we're trying to change the stereotype a little bit, have some fun with it, but just not taking things too seriously. But we can be serious. So that is true.
Absolutely. So final question, you've had a bunch of matches recently with Nakamura, some marathon blitz and bullet matches. Have you seen him here at the tournament? Have you guys locked eyes in the hallway?
Given him a glare? Him here. I saw him last month in St. Louis, and I didn't end up playing him, although I think he was open to it. I talked with him there, but he was feeling sick, so I didn't want to ask him. And here he's been, he lost a couple of games. I haven't seen him anyways, to be honest. If I do see him now, I would ask him, but usually I feel more comfortable if he asks me, because he's a stronger player. I don't want him. He gets a lot of challenges.
Is it safe to say he's your most difficult opponent?
Yes, but he is my most difficult opponent for sure.
Gotcha.
I don't think I'll lose winning positions against people. Well, he does that to lots of people, but I think he is. And a lot of it has to do, he also grew up North American culture, playing bullet, playing a lot online, playing in Europe, but having that very good fighting ability from just playing a very high amount of games and things like that. But he's just a much better version of me, pretty much. I don't have any edge. I don't have that flagging advantage or dirty North American style advantage where I can, some of the Europeans, they're not used to the very aggressive American style. No, against him, I can't.
Yeah, it's amazing in chess, right, the different levels, because like people look at you and they've seen you go through elite chess tournaments just knocking everyone out. They've seen your matches with Nakamura on chess, or other players on chess.com, let's say, and then you play a guy like Nakamura and he makes us seem like complete peasants sometimes.
Complete. But I do feel if I do fix some of these mistakes I'm making, I'll be ready to win a match next year.
All right.
It's been 3 years since I've won a proper match against them, like a 10-game match, and I want to change that because it's getting worse and worse some days. Like I don't think I can handle like too many more defeats. The last one was probably the worst in terms of how sad some of my games.
You don't need any more Naka nightmares.
No, I don't. So I'll be hoping, like I hope I can play him a lot for the next few months. I'll be looking for that because I'm actually going to like improve my blitz chess. That's going to be a goal. I can't take that anymore.
Awesome, great to hear. Well, thanks a ton, Eric, for agreeing to this interview.
Oh no worries.
Yeah, Eric is the chessbrah. Check out the chessbrahs on their Twitch and YouTube page. Again, I'll link you guys to that. Anything you want to say?
Well, I hope to see you at some more tournaments because I think that's what everyone's looking forward to. So just my own personal words of encouragement. Maybe I'll see you in Iceland, but I think you should be going for the North. I think it can be a tough decision or a lifestyle. It takes a lot of time to travel these tournaments, but I'm glad to see the ambition because I think it's there. So hopefully
cool.
I'll be rooting for you and hopefully
thanks, man.
We'll catch up at another tournament. And if I'm blogging, I'll get you covered. But just want to thanks for the interview and see the guys from hi to all the Finns fans. Team Scandi.
Team Scandi. Hashtag Team Scandi.
Hashtag Team Scandi. I'll see you guys online and stay tuned for more.
Awesome. Well, thanks for your encouragement. Thanks for your time. He's Eric Hansen from Canada. Had a good couple tournaments here, and you can find him on his stream. All right, thanks guys. Bye.